Okay, the only thing that I really had to chime in with was we just need your, beneficiary, things through Capstone updated. So you guys can fill those out, get it back to me whenever, that way I can get them in. And then the second thing was Capstone is asking for an updated resolution for that blanket crime insurance policy for the bank account. I gave you each a copy, but I'll read through it for the sake of it. So this is a resolution of the Township Trustee and Board of Chester Township, Wabash County, Indiana, approving blanket crime insurance policy. Whereas Indiana Code 54118 authorizes townships to purchase a crime insurance policy, and whereas the trustee and the Board of Chester Township, Wabash County, Indiana have determined it is more cost effective and desirable to purchase a crime insurance policy that 1A provides coverage for criminal acts or omissions committed by, B is endorsed to include faithful performance of, and C includes aggregate coverage sufficient to provide coverage amounts for all officers, employees, contractors, trustee, board members, and persons acting on behalf of Chester Township, Wabash County, Indiana, and required to file a bond. And 2, for the sole purpose of recovering public funds on behalf of Chester Township, Wabash County, Indiana, includes the state of Indiana as an additional insured. But it's the same, I think we did it last year. It's just because you guys aren't bonded and on the bank account, it's just to make sure that if anything were to happen, you're covered essentially, or we're all covered.
Okay. Well, the motion before us is for resolution number 2026-03 for the blanket crime insurance policy. Becca read the purpose of the policy. Is there a motion on the table to accept?
I motion to accept.
Okay. I'll write this down. I'm trying to do things at once. I will second. And motion carries. So the adopted by the Township Board on 3/19/26. Okay.
That, and then also it was brought up to my attention that in January we did not, or you guys did not, vote who was gonna be chairman, secretary, etc. So we should have done that.
So I asked about that. They said it stayed the same until.
That's what I thought too, but apparently that is not the case. So even though Russ is not here, we do have we can either confirm what has already been established for the last couple months, or you can put it on the table to vote again the next meeting, if you guys want things to change. Yeah, I was under the impression that once it stuck with you when your term started, that's what you carried for your full term, but that is not the case, apparently.
My only comment would be, I don't particularly like doing minutes, but it's just as easy to probably keep doing it as move that around, so I don't care.
Doesn't matter to me.
Do you wanna table it until Russ has a chime in, or do you just wanna keep it the way it is?
I say just keep it the way it is. It's
Okay.
easier that way, and
That's fine, if you wanna add, I mean, just,
we can, yeah,
okay.
that's fine.
And
Unless you
then,
wanna do something different, but, okay.
yeah, and then, I don't know if you guys saw postage is supposed to be proposed to go up to 95 cents
I did see
a
that.
stamp. So, what I'm thinking is, as long as I can maintain a paper trail of ACH payments for the bulk of our bills, which I can do because I can just print every page that I go through. That's what I do for like perf and like when I pay like IRS and stuff. If I can maintain just doing that every step of the way, would it be cool with you guys if we try to cut down on postage use? Like if it's truly gonna go up to 95 cents, I send out like 20 plus envelopes a week. I mean, that's a lot of money.
I don't see why it would be an issue as long as the ACH. I mean, you always get a receipt.
Yeah, like a confirmation page, and as long as I print that out like I do for like our perf and stuff, I didn't know, but I just wanted to make sure it was cool with you guys that we were,
I mean, we are in a digital age.
I'm into that. But it would also save on envelopes, paper, well, not necessarily paper, but definitely envelopes, definitely
Printing
checks,
checks.
yeah.
What was the acronym you used?
ACH.
ACH?
Yeah.
And she can still follow ACH requirements. I'm just training for the minutes. Okay,
Yeah.
I don't think we need a motion for that, do we? Is it just a?
No, I was just making sure you guys were cool with
No,
me trying
Just
to
an
do it.
administrative, I
Yeah.
think.
I think everything digital is easier to keep track of than paper anyway, so.
Yeah, and then a lot of times there's a lot of times where I get a digital like bill, but I also get a physical, so then sometimes I'm like, did I pay that? And I have to go check, so if I can just start doing it all online, which most everything has an option for, like the utilities and things.
The only thing I would worry about is, making sure you keep track of emails and things when bills come. So I got a bill from Parkview that I didn't see for, I don't know, probably seen it a month and a half, and all of a sudden I'm just going through my old emails, like, what is this? And look at it like, this ain't good.
Yeah, usually when I'm checking emails, like, if I know that I don't have time to like address it, like I won't open it. That way, when I go back and look the next time, I'm like, okay, I have it, yeah.
Okay, that's just the only flaw on the system, is
Yeah,
if you don't check
yeah.
your email, it could get, or it could go to spam sometimes, but
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with it at all.
Okay,
I do most of my stuff that way.
yeah. That's all I had.
Out of sight, out of mind.
You guys have anything for me?
Just for the record too, we did have a brief discussion on proposed consolidation of townships, and the basic answer is we don't know anything, so we're hoping to learn more about that as well, so if you have questions, feel free to research, but we don't know any more than you do.
I was curious too,
Yeah.
where are we at on where we discussed the work that we were gonna do to the fire station, like potentially
Oh, you mean
furniture or
for
whatever?
for that? I haven't heard any word about like if that's in effect, or like there's been nada that I've seen, if that's even, if there.
Is that something we're supposed to though still?
I don't know, I guess
That's a good question, I don't
I could
know.
probably follow up with that. I don't know who I would ask, maybe the guy that helps with our budgets and stuff would have
I
an
just
answer.
know we're getting into the end of March and we haven't addressed any of the things that we put in that.
Yeah, thankfully most of it was smaller stuff for this year anyways. Yeah, I don't know, I mean, I guess we can look at the budget and decide if that's what we wanna do anyways. I mean, they deserve good furniture,
What was that plan called?
capital improvement.
Capital improvement payment.
And I think that was another thing that we talked about, like, are we expected to do this, or like, do we, like, you know, once we write it down, are we set in that we have to do it? I don't know if we ever got that.
And that was a 3-year
question
plan
answered.
anyway, right?
Yeah. I don't know if we ever got that answer, if it was just because we wrote it down, did it mean that we had to do it, kind of thing too. I don't know.
Yeah, we definitely need to get more details on that. Because if we're set to do it, since we put it on the plan,
Yeah, we better get started.
we better get some of it done.
Yeah. Yeah,
And I just thought
furniture's an easy
furniture would
one.
be the easy one.
Yeah, definitely.
That's kind of why I brought it up first.
I mean, how do you get some of these answers? That's what I can't, because like I was asking the state rep, and she didn't know a lot more than I did. And she was down there in the hearings and all the stuff that went through, and like, well, if you don't know, how are we supposed to know? Like I
Yeah.
asked her, you know, how do you know? Well, these things are what we think, you know, so nothing is in concrete. So how are you supposed to move forward
I
and
know,
plan if
every-
nothing's,
Every time you
Nothing's
guys ask me a
for
question,
sure.
I feel so dumb when I say I don't know who to ask, because I really just don't know who to ask. I mean, sometimes I reach out to the person that helps with our budgeting and stuff, like getting that going, and then they're like, oh, well, we don't have an answer for that, that'd be a better question for them, and then you reach out to them, and like, they don't have an answer either, and then you're back to
So
square
who did
one.
we have to send the capital improvement plan to?
It was uploaded in Gateway.
So
Part of your
he's like
financial
the-
report.
He's like the main person though, like the main branch that does Gateway. Is that the Board of Accounts or is it?
I would assume they're probably attached to it, but that's why I was reaching out to the guy that helps with our budgets and stuff, because he also works with like with Gateway, because that's like a state system. Like he gets all it uploaded for you and checks your figures and stuff, and I'm like, well, you would know financials, you would know about this, but well, I don't know.
Well, that's not very helpful.
It's really not. It's really not.
Is Cam still being your assistant? I haven't heard
Yeah,
anything
but I
from-
haven't used him in forever, so.
I just wondered, I haven't heard anything.
I
from
thought,
him.
well, what my thinking was, I could reach out to him, no problem, because I have him, his information, but I was thinking, I didn't wanna start it like in the middle of the year, but I was thinking if I get reelected this fall, come January, I probably end up moving my hours a little bit, but I wanna start fresh on that, like at a new term, and then I'll probably, if he doesn't wanna do it, then I'll just try to find someone else. Like, I just wanna finish out the year.
I was just curious, cause I haven't
Yeah.
heard anything on camera while I was.
I haven't really had to ask him to like come here and help with anything, like now that everything's smoothed out, like it's way more manageable for me to like
Yeah.
do it.
And I know his mom said that he just, they had an interview and they were gonna hire him for a new job, so.
Yeah, and I don't even know that he'll be around here.
Yeah,
by the end of
that's
the
what
year.
I wasn't.
Yeah, she told me that too, so.
So I thought that was worth a mention.
Yeah, I did think about that not too long ago, so I just need to probably talk to him and see if that's something he's still interested in doing. Cause if not, I'll just try to find someone else. It would be nice to have a little bit more wiggle room as far as my schedule.
Yeah, and it's just a matter of teaching somebody else how to do
Yeah, there's really not much to it.
tour assistants and
Yeah.
stuff, so they could come in while you're going on vacation or whatever.
Yep. Alright, that's it for me.
Organization name for this, is that just Chester Township?
Wabash County.
Okay.
You wanna go ahead and call the meeting?
Alright, upon no other business, I call the meeting adjourned at 4:43 PM.